Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Yolich. First of all, I just want to say how amazing and great you've been. Thank you for being so resilient. I hope that you and your family are doing well as we continue to isolate ourselves because of this COVID-19 pandemic. I just want to thank you all for being amazing, amazing human beings. And even if you're not doing so great in whatever situation you're going through right now, I do want you to know that this too will pass. There's a saying that goes, it's not about how life knocks you down, it's how you get back up. And even if you find yourself down for the moment and you just want to take your time getting up, you know what? That's okay too, because at some point, you do have to get up, but it's just going to be at your own pace and at your own time. All right. So, before we get into what the class is about, I wanted to share a couple things. First, I wanted to share some pictures. Check your girl out. Look at Mrs. Yolich. This is just me doing my thing at the house. Check it out. No headscarf, you guys. So, just wanted to share a couple of pictures of the family and Mr. Yolich in the background and my son and my daughter. And the first two pictures were celebrating my daughter's 6th birthday a couple of weeks ago. And I just wanted to show that for your teachers who have young children, this is what I go through on a daily basis with them. Also homeschooling them and also doing my thing too, being your teacher. So I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to share that. So this is your official welcome to the 4th quarter class, English class. So you have been enrolled in my Society and Self and Literature of the People courses. So for this unit, we will be exploring the theme and topic of justice and injustice from the rhythm and rhymes of Tupac Shakur. So we're going to be exploring this topic through Tupac's poetry. I'm very excited about this topic because there are a lot of injustices out here in this world that impacts us personally. So for example, in light of this coronavirus pandemic, you see a lot of Asians in America right now who are being targeted unfairly because other people are saying that they're the ones who are responsible for spreading COVID. Unfortunately, too, in China, there's reports that Africans are being kicked out of their homes and being blamed for bringing the pandemic into China. And so I wanted to explore that. I wanted to not only just read the poetry, but also get your perspective, your global perspective, your local perspective about the injustices that are happening right now in our society, in our community, in our world, right? So I'm very excited about your responses to the poetry, and I'm also excited about the poetry that you're about to write. So this is your week 1 slide for the 4th quarter. Every week you're going to be working on 3 of Tupac's poems. So I'm going to be posting the poems, and actually they're already posted. They're on classwork. If you can look at classwork, this is already all the work for the week. So here are the assignments already. And what I wanted to do on this video is to talk about the speaker and also symbolism. Okay, so I wanted to clarify the second question I'm going to ask you on every poem that I'm going to post on here is the speaker. Like, who is the speaker? So read along with me if you can. In poetry, the speaker is the voice behind the poem, the person we imagine to be saying the thing out loud. It's important to note that the speaker is not the poet. Even if the poem is biographical, you should treat the speaker as a fictional creation because the writer is choosing what to say about himself. So what you're going to get for the first day is I want you to do a little practice, a skill practice on identifying the speaker. So what I did was this is your day 1 worksheet. And what I did is I actually copy and pasted some lyrics of somebody that I guess some of you know, right? So this guy right here. Okay. So I posted the first page of his lyrics, this guy right here. And what I want you to do is I want you to identify who is the speaker in the lyrics below. And if you say it's G Herbo, the answer is going to be wrong. I want you to tell me who is the fictional character telling the story based off of the lyrics. That's what I want you to do. So that's a little review of who the speaker is. The second thing I want to talk about, this is going to be the skill we're going to be working on this week, symbols and symbolism. So symbols are a thing that represents or stands for something else, especially a material object representing something abstract. Symbolism is the use of symbols to signify ideas and qualities by giving them symbolic meanings that are different from their literal sense. So on the same day one worksheet, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and this is actually the first question that's on there. I want you to identify what is the symbol of the words that I underlined. So the words are old woman, last dollar, and starving child. So if you read the sentence, an old woman giving her last dollar to a starving child. So what I want you to do is to identify, hey, what does the old woman symbolize? What does the last dollar symbolize? And what does the starving child symbolize? So I'm going to go through an example. So for example, the old woman symbolizes Mother Earth. Okay. Why? Because the earth is very, very old, and she is also often referred to as our mother. And Mother Earth giving her last dollar. So the last dollar symbolizes her last resources, can't spell resources, or leftover resources. So when I'm talking about leftover resources, I'm meaning, like, you know, the last of the clean water that we have on this planet, the last of the clean air that we have in the planet, the last of the trees that we have in the planet. And the starving child symbolizes the new generation, the children living on Earth right now. And the reason why Mother Earth is giving her last dollar or her last resources to the starving children. So why are the children starving? The children are starving because they are living through the conditions that we have on this planet right now. The lack of resources, the pollution, the global warming, the climate change is happening in our planet right now. All right. So I'm going to stop right here because this is it. Hopefully, if you have any questions, you can just email me or Miss Crockett, and also post a question on the stream. So what I mean by that is when you go to stream, I want you to share, you know, hey, what do you think? I want you to share, literally type your question or your comment, and then you hit post. Okay? That's what you're going to do. So I want to say goodbye for now. This is just an introduction to our class. And I'm excited to hear your poetry and to read your poetry. Okay, you guys. Check out some of the other video tutorials that I'm going to post. See ya!